Well, top of the day to you, wherever you are watching from today. Welcome to our program, Homes, Relationship and Marriage. And I'm trying to wrap up on the subject we've been talking about for some few weeks now. That's Taming the Monster in Marriage. And let me start by thanking everybody who has contributed in one way, those who have seen some, made some observations, those who have made positive criticism. Everyone is appreciated. And all those things have been taken care of. Thank you very much. Now, we've spoken about so many things. We've spoken about what can turn a woman to a monster and what can also turn a man into a monster. But today, as we wrap up, let's just look at this. In a marriage, if we don't want our partner to change over the night or to turn to a monster, because we'll be talking about how to manage a changing partner very shortly. If you don't want your spouse to turn into a monster, let us desist from what I call ownership mentality. Your wife is not a piece of furniture you bought from the market, so don't treat her like that. Your husband is not a piece of cloth you bought from the market, so don't treat him like that. Your husband is not your housemaid or your house help. Your wife is not just slave. It is only in those days that people bought slaves that they can treat their slaves anyhow. If you understand that this marriage is a mutual ownership, then we're going to be very careful the way we handle ourselves, because a lot of people have issues in their marriages and they seem to turn mad because of the way they have been treated by their spouse. Let me give you an example. Some years ago, I was privy to this incident. A couple who were living in the United Kingdom had some issues and they needed to go back to Africa. And their son was their first child, a boy, who was born in the United States of America. And when they got to Nigeria, the father took the passport of that boy and went to sell the passport. The mother didn't know for a very long time. And when the woman knew, you can imagine the state of her mind. Not only that, because the man didn't understand the law of mutual ownership of one another. He started, playing the game of fool by sleeping about, and eventually contracted the dreaded HIV/AIDS. And the moment he discovered that, he didn't even tell his wife. He quickly went to the hospital and he started treatment. And he kept on sleeping with the wife until the wife contracted the disease, and the wife was consumed by the disease, and the woman died. Don't treat your partner like a piece of wood. Don't kill your emotions. Don't be callous when it comes to your spouse. Understand that whatsoever you sow, you're going to, particularly when you sow a seed to a woman, they have the ability to reproduce it and multiply it back to you in many folds. Don't carry the ownership mentality in your home, because if you do that, your partner might likely react, and that could lead to a monstrous activity. There's a thin line between sanity and insanity. So don't let us push our partners to cross the line. And another thing I want to talk about is the law of reciprocity. The man needs to love the wife and the woman needs to submit to the man. It doesn't matter. I've seen that most times women find it very difficult to submit their money. The husband's money belongs to the whole family, but most times the wife's money, she will tell you, is my money. And I often ask them the questions, which one is more important? Your body or your money? A man that you have given your body to, I don't think it should be difficult for you to give your money to him. However, if the man has been found to be somebody, a wasteful spender, a prodigal husband, I think wisdom needs to be put in place to ensure that there's no tension in the home. Do not pay evil for evil in your marriage. It doesn't matter what your spouse has done. Consider the future of your children. Try and forgive and forge ahead. I know that in the Western world, it's more difficult when the man is not working and the wife is the one trying to do two jobs to, run the family. Now, don't forget that the husband is the head. If you change the order of the way it should be, there's going to be a problem. Either of you will turn to a monster, because a woman is not meant to be the head. She's meant to be the neck. And if you now want to turn the orderliness, if you turn your wife into the husband and you become the wife by virtue of responsibilities, you're going to terminate the respect that's supposed to just be natural in the marriage. Like I always tell the men, I always pray for them that God will ensure and bless them that they will be husband indeed. Don't forget, it doesn't matter how long you cover evil. Any secret that is not shared with your spouse will still have the same effect anytime your spouse gets to know. It doesn't matter how many years later. Don't keep any secret. Let that be your watchword right from the time of courtship, particularly for those who are not married. And if you are married, look for a way to divulge anything that could make your spouse to run mad. I shared a story the last time of a man that was in the United States and had his wife in Africa. And the man was working in the summer and the winter, trying to make sure that the family was okay. But the lesson teacher, he got for the children before he left Nigeria. And he was sending money to maintain from America. Was the same man that impregnated his wife. And the wife had the baby, delivered the baby, and the man ran mad on the spot. Don't turn the life of the man or the woman you have claimed you love upside down because he or she decide to also love you. I believe that you have picked something from our discussion today. But the next time we say, we shall be talking about managing a changing spouse. I believe it will be well with you. Thank you very much. Once again, thanks for watching and thanks for those who have subscribed. I love you all. See you next time. Thank you. How many minutes?